Hi, Jonathan. Hello. How are you? You are the first one to get here. That's great.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Well, I just sent the link, and I just wanted to make sure that maybe with this computer we have a better connection. So let me know if you can hear me better than yesterday, or if you feel like the transmission is better.
No, it's good. The transmission is so good.
Is good enough?
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, I think maybe the problem was my computer. Maybe it has a virus or something. Well, I asked for this one. My husband let me this one, and this one is faster, apparently, and better. So, uh, hopefully, we're gonna have a much better class today because of that. So, tell me, how is everything? What did you do today?
Nothing special, teacher. To study every day, all day.
I
Yeah,
imagine.
that is my daily routine.
Do you have a delivery date this week in the university?
Sorry, teacher.
Do you have a delivery date this week? I mean, do you have
Yeah,
work documents to send and work to do this week?
yeah. The next Wednesday. Yeah, I have
When,
to
yeah,
uh,
everyone in every
deliver.
course. Yes,
I
I'm
have to
sorry.
deliver. I have to deliver my all my documents next Wednesday and Thursday. Yeah,
And how many courses do you have?
I have 7 courses.
10, 10 courses? No,
No, seven. No,
seven. Oh, seven.
no, 10 courses become crazy.
That would be impossible.
Yeah,
But seven is too much. Still, it's a lot.
yeah, I think so. Every night I go to bed at 12, 12:30, and I have to get up at 6 a.m.
And how many years have you been studying in the university? How many years? Two, three,
Um, 4.
4 years? So this is your last year before you graduate?
And no, teacher, because this year I had some troubles at the beginning of, yeah, in January, February. Uh,
Oh,
I I had sick. I was sick, and
yeah.
so I had to postpone the semester.
Oh, that's too bad. But the
Yeah,
important thing is that you kept studying, and that's what matters, right?
yeah. The
That's
most
what matters.
important thing is that I'm better. My
Yes,
health.
of course. It was your heart? Tell me, what kind of sickness was it?
No, it was I had a surgery.
Oh, you
Sure.
have a surgery. A
Yeah.
heart surgery?
No, no, stomach
A stomach
surgery
surgery.
about in appendicitis.
No way, really? Your
Yeah, but
appendicitis.
yeah. But I I diagnosticated myself.
Yeah? How is that? How is that? How did you do that?
No, I thought that I had something different, another another problem with my stomach.
Like a stomach
And
ache, maybe, or a
yeah,
virus.
maybe something like that. Yeah, a virus. And
And what did you
I
do? Were you taking pills or something like that?
yeah, I took some pills, and I went to the drugstore, and I put an injection for the pain, and that brought some consequences.
Wow. And for how long were you sick without going to the hospital? Like a week or something?
No, just 2 months.
Two days? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
2 months.
2 months with the stomach ache?
Yeah,
But the appendix doesn't wait that long. It usually
yeah,
grew. So
yeah.
how do you stay 2 months with the pain without bursting your appendix? That's weird.
No, I had hospitalized 2 months
Oh, you
because
were hospitalized. Oh,
yeah,
that's terrible.
yeah, because my appendix burns.
Really? Wow, of course. And you had peritonitis. Yes?
Yeah, I had
Uh-huh.
peritonitis. After that, I had pancreatitis. I don't know,
Yeah.
and
My
I
Pancreatitis,
got a
maybe.
virus.
Oh, that's terrible. But that is really bad. I mean, that's grave. You could die, right? You
Yeah,
could have died.
after that, in the last day of the second month, I had a virus in my right lung. Yeah,
Wow. Because of that? As a result
yeah.
of that?
Because of the hospital, the virus in the hospital.
No way. That is terrible. And you are so young. I mean, well, the appendicitis is a mystery thing. It could happen to kids or to old people, has nothing to do with age, but it's really confusing because you may think that you have a stomachache or a virus or a flu or the flu, but it could be that and it doesn't wait. And it's painful, right? Is it
Yeah,
painful?
very painful. Yeah,
That's what people say.
and
Wow.
fever.
And what about your work? What do you do about your work?
That moment, I didn't work.
Well,
I
of course,
have no work.
but you got
Yeah.
a license or something?
No, I was going to start to teach at a school in Villavicencio, and I couldn't.
Oh, really? That's
I
so
couldn't. I
sad.
couldn't say the statement. I don't know how to say contrato.
The contract? Yes,
The contract. I couldn't sign it.
of course. And what kind of teacher were you going to be? English teacher?
Yeah, of course. That was going my first experience, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that was gonna be your first teaching experience. That's a bummer. So sad. Well, and and that was the way you were going to do your pedagogical practice, but not yet.
Yeah, pedagogical experience one.
Yeah, that was the course you were going to do?
Yeah, in this semester, ninth semester.
Oh no. Well, maybe next year, right?
Maybe. I hope so.
Yes, that's good. Okay, Alicia's with us now. Hello, Alicia, how are you?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
I am actually happy because the connection is better and
Yeah,
I can hear you better. So I just find out that it was my computer, not the internet signal. And I didn't know it was my computer. So I said, well, I thought maybe I will try today with a different computer just to see if maybe it's my computer, and apparently it is because I can hear you very, very well, more clear than yesterday.
yes,
And
teacher, me too. I hear you clearly.
yeah, and it's a little bit faster because yesterday you don't see, I mean, you didn't see it, but I was going crazy here trying to send the links of the videos, trying to open the Skype because it didn't open, and it was so slow. And I know that you guys were waiting there for me, and I was like desperate. And then the image got frozen, and I was making like weird faces here. That was crazy.
Yeah,
And it's all recorded in video, which is even worse. It's gonna be on YouTube on my channel, which is an embarrassing thing, but whatever. So I'm happy. I'm happy today because of that. I hope hopefully this will help us to have a better class today and a much more productive class. So tell me, Alicia, how was your day today? What did you do?
Teacher, my day was great, but I didn't do a lot of things because right now I'm sick. I have flu,
Oh, you're
and
sick? I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
and all the day I've been with headache, with sore throat. So I decided to stay in bed most of the day and
Yeah. And
taking a
did yes, take your medicine. Oh, and you are here. Thank you so much for coming, even though you're sick. That is true commitment. Thank you. I will try not to make you speak that much because you have a sore throat, so don't worry. I'll try not to make you speak that much. But thank you for being here anyway. We were talking with Jonathan about the deadlines for this week in the university in every course. Do you have a deadline this week to give documents and stuff and homeworks?
Yes, teacher. Right now, we are working in real and unreal past. No, no, that is not. I'm confused. We are working in talk about past events in our life. So I finished my work, so I don't have to do anything. So I'm just waiting for my partner's contribution to give them
Excellent.
give us, and no more with us for now.
Okay. And we already practiced this in the class, right? So hopefully that will help you to complete your assignment because maybe they ask you for videos, right? You have
Yeah,
to do a video or a writing paper.
is video is we have to write a paragraph about a story that we live in the past, and also we have to complete a chart with the figures that we give to our partners work.
Well, it's not so terribly difficult. Tell me, what other courses do you have besides intermediate English?
uh, I have first and second language in English acquisition. I also have method of teaching English, pre-intermediate English too, and I have phonetics and phonology.
I'm sorry, what was the last one?
Phonetics and phonology.
Oh, you really have really hard courses this semester.
Yeah,
All of them in English, right?
yes, all of are in English.
Which is good, I think, because it keeps you for months in the English mode in your head, writing and speaking and reading and everything, which is good, but it's hard also. What
Yeah,
is your favorite course of these ones? What do you think is your favorite course this semester?
of course, pre-intermediate English too, because in the other course I have to think about theories, about to make a methodology for improve English class. So create a lot of projects, and maybe I need to improve in that part. And for me, it's really hard because everything I have to do it in English, and so I need to have good ideas, and sometimes it's a problem because I need to improve my writings, and I think about my grammatical errors, because it affects my grades with the word that I have. So I
Of
need to be
course.
careful with that. So it's a little stressful.
Yes, it is. Well, that's the idea because if you don't actually learn how to handle that kind of pressure during the university time, it is even harder when you are working in the real stuff. For example, in my case, I've been an English teacher for a few years now, but this year is the first time that I got to work in a bilingual school, and the English program is really intense. It's really intense. And they named me the head of the department, the English department. So it's been really hard. The kind of pressure that you handle with all the activities in English that you have to do, all the curriculum, or the projects, all the documents you have to write, all the methodologies you have to justify it in front of people, and it's really hard to be an English teacher now in Colombia. Well, it's getting a little demanding, a lot, very demanding. So I thought I did. I mean, this year I was like, thank God for university because they made me suffer under pressure in many courses, and they got me ready for what I've been facing this year. And so it's good. I appreciate the fact that they give us a little bit of trouble with the English things, writing essays and all of the projects, because in the real work you really have to perform that. So I know it's hard, but it's gonna be very helpful for you in the future. I guarantee that. Okay,
Yeah.
so Jonathan, tell me, what is your favorite course this semester? Do you have a favorite one?
Obviously, this teacher. This,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah. No, teacher. Seriously, I have different courses that I like. Mm, English conversation, advanced English, this intermediate English, and
Wait,
these courses.
are you taking intermediate and advanced at the same time?
Yeah, are on a special case.
And are you having English conversations? Are you have? I mean, these kind of online sessions. Are you having it in advance too?
And English conversation.
So you have online classes also.
Yeah, a while, 1 hour ago, I had another online class.
Today, like in the
Yeah,
same day?
every Sunday I have two
Oh
classes.
my God. And that's an advanced course. So
Yeah,
how are you doing?
yeah, it's good. Yeah, my other classmates have experience, a lot of experience. They are teachers from uh, for 10 years. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good to hear your experiences and to speak with them, to interact with them.
of course. That is awesome. And what is your least favorite course? What is the one that you really don't like and you feel like, oh, I don't want to do anything from this? Which one?
In, in this moment, qualitative and quantitative research. I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
it. Yeah,
That one
yeah,
is really hard. Boring. It's
yeah,
a little bit boring.
yeah. My classmates don't participate actively, and it's harder. It's
Of
harder.
course. Of course. Well, good luck with that because you have a lot of courses and a mixture of courses. So, but you have a good level, so maybe it's not that hard for you like it would be for others. Okay,
Yeah.
guys, I was waiting for someone else to come before we start the actual exercise, and Rafael is right here. So, hello, Rafael. How are you? Welcome. Can you hear me? Are you there?
Good evening, teacher. Yes, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
It's a little bit slow my computer, so when I was going to turn on my mic, uh, I have a delay.
You didn't respond that fast.
No, teacher, I'm
I
a bit
know.
slow.
I had the same problem yesterday, and you guys were
Yes,
writing me
I
like,
know.
"Teacher, I can hear you, teacher," and I was like, "Ah!" I can't speak because I can't turn off my mics. Okay, but I think we have better reception today, and so that was good.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, uh, so we were waiting for you or for someone else to come before we start the exercise for today. Rafael, there is a lot of noise behind you. You think it's possible that maybe you can download the
Sorry,
noise?
teacher.
He turned off the mic, right? That's what he said?
Yes, teacher. I'm going to turn off my mic because my kids are there and they are screaming because they want to. They are watching the video and they go crazy.
Okay, no problem. Just handle it the best you can. All right, guys. So the idea for today is that we are going to have our second debate of the course. And this time, our talking about stereotypes is going to help us to use a more advanced vocabulary than the one we used before in the previous debate. So for today, I'm not going to share with you an specific vocabulary that you can use or that you have to use. You are only going to express your opinions with the most advanced vocabulary you can. All right? Because next year, in the next semester that you are going to have a course. Maybe Jonathan is already in that course. I don't know. But you are going to have a course when they ask you to give your best performance in speaking in 2 minutes in order to certify you. These are the speaking sessions for the international test that we are all going to present. And you are going to have to prepare yourself to speak the best that you can with the most advanced vocabulary you have in 2 minutes to to impress the juries of this test. So what we're going to do today is just start working on that. And I'm going to give you the topic, which is not a very easy topic to talk about. And you guys, for 2 minutes, are going to give me the best monologue you can with the best words you can. Okay? No simple words and no simple phrases, but more advanced. I don't know. Elegant and technical words that you can think of. Okay? And what I'm going to do is not only to try to correct your pronunciation, but I'm going to give you tips and I'm going to give you the words that maybe you don't know. Okay, so you can tell me in Spanish, teacher, I want to say this, but I don't know how to say it. And I will give you the phrase or the correct way to say it. Yes, so this is the first part of our exercise today. And I'm going to give you turns, 2 minutes, each one of you, to present your ideas on that stereotype. And then we are going to do the debate as we did it before with positions, giving questions to each other, etc. All right, guys? So the stereotype we are going to work on is Colombian stereotypes in regions. So the regions stereotypes. Let me write it down for you. Stereotypes. For example, here in Colombia we have different kind of cultures and different kind of behaviors in the different period and the different regions. I'm sorry. So for example, costeños, paisas, yes, rolos, pastusos, etc. And there is a lot of debate or a lot of conceptions of each region that become stereotypes for us, right? So each one of you is going to choose two stereotypes to compare, and you are going to give me your ideas on how or why do you think these are stereotypes in Colombia. For example, if I choose paisas against rolos, why do you think these two stereotypes are different? And why do you think what people think about paisas, what people think about rolos, why are they so different? Whatever you want to talk to me about this, okay? I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write down your ideas, not to write down the test, but only like the main ideas, because this is one of the things that you do in the international test. They give you a few moments to write down what you are going to say, and then you have to say it. Yes? So I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write some notes about it, and then each of you is going to have 2 minutes to give me your presentation or monologue on your ideas on this, okay? Is that clear enough? Is that understood? Yes? Yes,
Yes,
guys? Yes or no?
yes,
All right, excellent. So let's start. Your 2 minutes to write ideas and notes start right now.
Hello, teacher.
Yes, Jonathan, are you finished?
Yeah, teacher, I have some ideas about two stereotypes.
All right, excellent. So you want to start then? Yeah,
Yeah.
start. You start. You can start. Okay, let me put on your let me put on the how do you say that? The clock? Yes, just to check on your 2 minutes exactly, because in international tests you only have 2 minutes and that's it. They cut you off if you haven't finished. So you have to try to
Okay.
present your whole ideas in that moment exactly. I think it's 1 minute actually, but let's do it with two. All right, are you ready? You're gonna do it once, and then I will give you the feedback, and then you are allowed to repeat something if you want. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
In five, four, three, two, one, and go.
Okay. My first stereotype is about women. Where women are not good drivers. Yeah. I think not just in my region. I think it's in all Colombia. Yeah. Um, Many people think that they women don't know how to learn to drive, and they are not good drivers. They don't have how to use the mirrors. They never use the alarm. I don't know how to say it.
Yes? You don't know how to say what? Jonathan? Jonathan, I think I lost you.
Teacher.
Yes, yes, yes. Tell me.
Yeah, I have a problem with my connection. Maybe.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, don't worry. I hear you now. You can continue if you want.
Okay. I was saying women uh, don't know how to use the mirrors. Uh, Many people think that women are dangerous when they drive. Yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
dangerous, and
Dangerous.
they're dangerous. Um, uh, this is the this is a kind of stereotype about women. So this is my general idea.
Okay, great. That was a very good idea. You actually used less than the 2 minutes, which is good. But maybe you could try to replace some of the simple words that you used. I mean, your ideas were very clear and understandable, of course. You use the grammar very well, but in this case, I want you to use more complicated words. Okay, so for example, in case of just doing, I think you can use I consider, yes, in my opinion, I feel like. You can also say in the back of my mind, I have the idea that this and this. Okay, just try to use more complicated structures to give your opinions or to talk about things. Yes. So I think is an expression that everybody uses and is very good in in informal conversations. But in more formal conversations, you can use different types of words like considering, taking into account, according to. Yes, just think about
Okay.
if you were writing. If you were writing, how will you write and what kind of expressions you will you use to have it a little bit more elegant and academic. Just it's the same thing when you are giving like a proper speech. Yeah. So you try to use better words. Okay, let's do it one more time and change some of the words and let's see how it goes. Yes? Are you ready?
I think so.
Yes, try it. Just try it.
Uh,
And let's see what happens. I know that you have the vocabulary because if you can read, if you have to read a lot in English and you have to write papers, academic papers, the kind of words these authors use start stuck in your mind. So you have the vocabulary. You just have to let it out in the speaking. All right? Ready? Okay, go.
okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. my stereotype: women don't know how to drive. How to drive? Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
stop right there. Stop right there. Let's do it one more time. You can start by saying, I would like to talk about women, yes, or I would like to talk about the stereotype of women not being good drivers, etc., etc. Yes, so try to make it longer. Try to start with a presentation or with a phrase that can give you like the introduction. Yeah? Okay, let's try it one more time.
okay. Um, I would like to talk about women as drivers. According to my knowledge, I believe that many people think that women don't know how to drive. Um, somebody, somebody, okay, I don't know,
Yeah.
somebody, somebody, somebody believes that.
You can better say, for example, instead of somebody, which is a very informal word, you can say the population in Colombia or the people in Colombia or the general public. Yes, you can find like another ways. Try it.
Okay. Um, I don't know if this word or this pair of words are good. Colombian people said
Yes,
that
good. Mm-hmm.
Colombian people think or believe that women never are gonna learn to drive a car, and they don't know. Uh, According to what I see every day, and I heard in the news, it's terrible this situation for the women. And people think that they don't know how to drive uh, an easy a car in this case. I don't know. Well,
Okay.
this is my general idea.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good. That was much better. You see? So you do have the vocabulary. Just have to try to put it out there. Try to use it as if you were writing. Because at this point, you already have the basic vocabulary to communicate in informal conversations, as we have done it before. But now I want you to focus on how to do. Let's pretend, for example, that you're giving a conference in front of very important people. How will you do it? And so you have to use better words, bigger words, more technical words, more academic words. Yeah, and it's hard, it's difficult because we're very used to talk like very informal and using the basic things. So trying to use synonymous when you're speaking is very is a very good practice. It's a very good exercise. You did it very good. That was very spontaneous at the top of a hat, so that was great. Okay, we're gonna try more a little bit later. Rafael, are you ready? Let's go with you. Do you have your ideas now? Your stereotypes? Let me check on the clock.
Yes, teacher.
All right, ready? Okay, so your 2 minutes start right now. Go.
Okay, teacher. In my opinion, in our country, we can find several stereotypes because our culture comes from a mix of cultures, like the African, European, and the native that was here before the conquer. According to my experience, I have been in different places in my country, so I have seen much more that kind of stereotypes. So I can say, for example, the Caribbean region, uh, the men are mm, men are emphasis
Enclosed?
enclosed
Enclosed,
enclosed
yes.
enclosed in a kind of stereotype. They drink a lot of beer. They are thinking only on football, and they are very lazy to work. But it's not true because our Navy school is in Barranquilla, and all the people who get into the Navy school are very responsible people. They like to work. They're very spontaneous, very happy. They are full of joy. So maybe that kind of joy, and maybe because they have the carnival, and there is other people that comes there to enjoy the this kind of carnival and drinks a lot. So people think that they are all the uh, let's say costeños
Mm-hmm.
are drinking beer all the time, but it's not true. There are people very responsible, and they and somebody that I know, my coworkers, they don't like to drink, and so it's kind of the video yesterday that the guy from California that he was not that kind of stereotype. All the people from California surf and have been in a movie or live next to the star movie. And everybody, um, even less he or my.
I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
Um, everybody do that, but he didn't. So he, not him.
Not okay, not him. Yes, he didn't do it. I'm not sure. Can you say it in Spanish so I can give you a better?
Ok, todo el mundo surfea, todo el mundo actúa de extra en las películas o vive al lado de un artista famoso, menos él. Él es el único que se rompe el estereotipo y no,
Okay, okay. Well, yes, the correct way to say it will be not him.
not
Exactly as you
him.
said. Not him,
Everybody's doing
but
that.
not him. But you can say it, actually, you can say it to make it a little bit longer with more vocabulary. You can say it as you say it in Spanish. But he breaks the stereotypes. But
He
not
breaks.
him because he breaks the stereotypes. Good.
Okay.
All right, excellent. That was it? Yes, did you finish?
Yes, teacher. I think
Oh,
I spent my 2 minutes.
yeah, you actually had 3 minutes 50.
Oh my God. Okay.
So don't worry. The idea obviously is to speak in a real international test, as you guys are going to see later in the courses. They cut you off, so you really have to summarize everything in 2 minutes. But for now, we are just speaking. Try to organize ideas and everything. All right, Rafael, that was very good. The grammar functions were very nice. At the beginning of your presentation, you were very fluent and very confident. And I don't know what happened at the end. And you just start breaking down and you just started like slowing down and losing the idea you were telling it, you were saying, then the confidence. So maybe you start you got distracted, which is usual, or maybe you start losing the words. I don't know what happened, but try to maintain that fluency, that speed, and that confidence all to the end. All right. So because in a real presentation, you have to be even more confident at the end of the presentation with more power, with more strength. But in general terms, it was good. You used the appropriate words, you started well, you present your ideas clearly, and maybe sometimes some of the words had a weird pronunciation. And but that is normal when you are trying to speak fast. You're maybe get a little bit how you stumble in the words when you are trying to do it faster. Yes, but that is normal. That is very normal. At this point of you guys' career, of your semester, you have to try to speak faster every time, even if you made mistakes. The idea is to be more fluent. But that was very good. We're going to try it a little bit later once again. Okay, excellent. Alicia, you have like 10 minutes to prepare your monologue, so let's see how it goes. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher. Teacher, just give me a minute because Jessica is asking me because
Yeah.
she was worried because she didn't receive the link and she thought that we were not in our session for today.
Oh, but I sent her the link
Yes,
like a long time ago.
I'm telling that.
I actually sent the link to her personal Skype account, not to the group, but her personal Skype. So I don't know what happened. Let me check on the WhatsApp. Tell her, please. Oh, Jesus. Oh, can you tell her that I sent her the link to her personal account? Not the group account, but the personal account.
Yes,
Oh man. All right. Okay, Alicia. So let's try with you while Jessica connects. Okay?
okay, teacher.
I'm writing to her. Let's see what happened. Oh, there she is. Hi, Jessica.
Hi,
I'm
teacher.
sorry. I sent you the link a while ago. I don't know. Didn't you get it? Well, obviously you did because you're here. Okay, so listen up. We are doing some monologues about stereotypes, and we are finishing right now with Jessica. I'm sorry, with Alicia. She's going to give me her 2 minutes monologue. So the idea, read the chat. Can you read the chat? Do you see the chat? The explanation is right there, and you can prepare your monologue in the meanwhile while Alicia is doing it. Okay? We are talking about Colombian stereotypes. So choose one stereotype and prepare your ideas to talk about it. All right? Okay, thank you so much. Alicia, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, do your best. I know you're feeling bad, but I promise I will make you speak that much. All right, 2 minutes. Monologue, right? Starting right now. Go.
Okay, teacher. I'm going to mention about a famous stereotype that people who live in another city have about 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 costeños, people who live in the Caribbean coast, and mention that I noticed that my partner Rafael was mentioned a little idiot about that. And the stereotype is people think that in the Caribbean region, most people are lazy. They think that we don't like to work, and if we work, they think that we are not responsible, that we only think about parties or drinking. And in my personal opinion, that is a negative idea, because if people come here, they realize that here there is a city about similar to another city in Colombia. Here we can find people who like to work or people who doesn't like, and as well as in other cities in Colombia. Besides that, they think that, for example, that we are vulgar when we are speaking, and maybe they will relate that because we have a colloquial language, and maybe we use a strange word that, for example, people from Medellin or Bogota maybe don't understand the meaning. And also, I think that people, because I have the opportunity to work with people who live in another city, and maybe they think that here there are a lot of gross people, and and they also relate that because they think that we don't like to study, that we don't like to do uh, good, good things, or for example, spend time studying, go to the university, or have a good work. But that is not true, in my personal opinion. There is a really negative stereotype about us.
Yeah, that was very good, but that is correct also. Pretty much all that stereotypes about costeños are very much mistaken. So you guys are really, really true about that. Okay, about your monologue, that it was very good that you use connectors. You use connectors a lot. And the big ones, not the small ones like on, at, in, but the really big ones like also like besides, like then, like after that, etc. So that was very good. Keep using connectors because that gives your speech a little bit more fluent, to connect ideas. And it was also a very good speed. This is like the first one I actually hear you speak that fast. I mean, not that you speak slow, because usually you present your ideas very fluently with confidence, but you always take your time to say what you want to say, to think about things, and which is good. But this was very fast,
Thank you,
and
teacher.
that was great.
I think the reason is because I'm constantly speaking about this because other people always ask me about this kind of stereotype about costeños, and if I am speaking constantly about this or giving the reason or explanation about this topic, maybe for me it's easy to talk about this. Is
So
maybe
that's very important.
other kind of topic.
That's very important. That means that you are telling me that you were more fluent and more and faster because you handle the topic, right? You
Yeah,
have knowledge about the topic, and that is important. When you want to talk about something, you want to make sure that you understand the topic very well, that you handle the ideas in order to present it. So that's very, very important. And you can only do that by practicing and practicing and practicing. As you say, you keep talking about this, so it's easy for you to present your ideas on it. So that is a very important tip for all of us. When we're talking in English, you want to make sure that you know the topic very well, so you can present different ideas in different ways. Okay, so just make sure, as a small correction that I will tell you, make sure that you don't speak that much to confuse the words. Okay, because in some parts you were so fast that I couldn't understand the word, but it happens like one or twice. So the speed is important, but also make sure that you pronounce the word correctly. Okay, even though you go fast, But that was very good. All right, so listen, we're going to listen to Jessica, and after that, you guys are going to be question each other. Okay, I'm not going to speak anymore. You are going to work in pairs. So while Jessica speaks to me, I want you guys to prepare to do some research on the internet for 5 minutes about Americans, U.S. Americans stereotypes, and English stereotypes, British people. Usually in the world, we consider that Americans, US Americans, and British people are very different. Like, for example, costeños and paisas, in our case, they are very different too, and they have different stereotypes. So I want you guys to go online and do some research about US stereotypes and about British stereotypes, because we are going to talk about that in a few minutes, okay? So take your time while I talk to Jessica. All right? So go research. Let me write it on the start on the chat. Go research online about Americans and British stereotypes. Okay, guys? This is for Rafael, Jonathan, and Alicia. Okay? Go ahead. All right, Jessica. While your partners do some research on the topic, I want you to tell me what is like the biggest stereotype you think we have here in Colombia. Oh, Jessica, I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Is your mic on? All right.
Stereotypes, for example, my profession, the
Okay.
police.
Yes, good.
There are many stereotypes of the national police of Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for example, um, eh, the people say the people say um, the people say uh, the police together are corrupt. What do you
Yeah.
say, teacher?
Yes, corrupt. Corrupt.
Correct. Um, so, uh, um, two, to intransic. What do you say? Intransigente, profe. Intransigent,
Yeah.
intransigent, in, in,
Intransigent. But
intransigent.
I think there is another word for that. Let me check. Not an easy word. Okay, but keep talking. Just keep telling me.
Intransigente.
Yes, okay.
Escribí con muchas.
Don't
Intransigente.
worry, don't worry.
Ya, es que se me fueron como una. Ah, um, two. Um, I think um, the police not
Mm-hmm.
started. Um, uh, Most people do not want do not want um, and that reason it's it is a stereotype very market in Colombia, very market. Um,
Very
and the
marked.
people
Very, okay, say it. Very
people not
marked.
want
Very
mark,
marked. Yes.
very, very mark. Ya me acordé, profe, lo que usted dijo del EDE.
Mm-hmm. Yes, excellent.
Very mark in Colombia. Um, eh, the people say um, the police the police
Okay,
corrupt.
the police.
Um,
Remember, the accent is at the end.
they
The
they
police.
they hate
The accent is at the end. The
they
police. Not the police, but the police. Yes?
they they what do you say? What do you say, teacher?
What? What? Tell me.
Um, they they hate they hate they
Yes,
hate
the hate. Mm-hmm. What? The police people?
um,
The police
um
officers?
the people the people are happy. But
You say they
um,
hate which?
see,
All
they
right, never
hate
mind. Keep going. Keep
um,
going.
the people the people are happy when when bad when bad things happen to my ¿cómo se dice? Compañeros, profe,
Your co-workers?
co-workers,
Co-workers. Mm-hmm.
co-workers. Entonces, the people are happy when bad things happen to my co-workers.
Yeah, it's very sad. That
Yes,
is very
teacher.
sad. But
Um,
yes, you're right, and it's a very sad, difficult stereotype, and a lot to the man. Okay, listen, that was very good, Jessica. I mean, I really love the idea that you're trying to use your own words, to trying to be fluent, which is great. It's just a matter of practice. So you keep practicing, and even though you do it slow right now, you are going to see that you are getting faster and faster every day, every day. You just have to keep practicing, keep practicing. If you don't have anyone to practice with, just do it with yourself. That's what I did. I remember I have no one to talk to. So I just stand before the mirror and I started speaking to myself. I look crazy, yes, and I look weird, but that helped me a lot. So just keep doing it. Keep practicing, thinking about topics, talking about things, And yes, using the dictionary, the translator for the words, not for the phrases, not for the sentences, but for the words, yes. And that will help you. That will help you to improve your vocabulary. That will help you to improve your fluency. So that was very good try. Excellent. Okay, so Jessica and the others. And we are going to now do like let's see, like an interview. It's going to be a small debate, but this debate will be like an interview with each other. So I'm going to put you in pairs, yes, and you have to ask your partner whatever question that comes to your mind about the stereotypes, and your partner is going to answer. Okay, so we are going to do it like this. For example, um, let's do Jessica with Alicia, yes, the girls, and Rafael with Jonathan. And for example, Jessica does a question to Alicia, Alicia answers, and then Alicia is going to make a question to Jessica, and Jessica answers. Okay? The question can be about anything, but the topic is American and British stereotypes. So, whatever you want to ask about that. And the same for Rafael and Jonathan. Okay, guys? So, you have no time to prepare the question. Just you are going to do any question that comes to your mind, and you have no time to prepare the answer. You're just going to answer whatever it comes to your mind with the knowledge that you already have in your heads. Okay? Think about the movies that you have seen. Think about maybe stuff that you have read about British people and American people. Okay? So let's start with Jonathan and Rafael. So we can give Jessica a little bit of time to prepare about, to do some research, I'm sorry, about British and American. Okay, Jessica? So take a little time, and we are going to start with Jonathan and Rafael. The first one to ask is going to be Rafael. Yes? So Rafael, start the question, and Jonathan answers afterwards. Okay, guys? So, Rafael, tell me, what would you ask Jonathan about British and American stereotypes? According, according to the research.
Okay, teacher.
Go ahead.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Rafael. I'm all ears.
Okay, Jonathan. I would like to know if you know the answer to this question. Why British are so disciplined to be on time in their normal life?
Okay. Okay, Rafael. I'm not sure about that because I have never gone to London or another country, and I don't know nothing about British people. But I think they're rich people. For that reason, they have learned how to be uh, punctual in this case. You are saying, and uh, I think their culture has learned um, to be honest with their time and to achieve all the purposes that they want to reach.
Terminan de comer y se van para allá. Allá los espero.
Hello.
Yes, yes, Jonathan.
All
Uh,
right. Do you have
anything
anything to
else?
Okay.
say? Rafael, do you have anything to say about that? Like anything to add to that?
Nope, no teacher. I'm
Excellent.
just waiting for
All right. Excellent.
the
Now, Jonathan, do the question. What will be your question for Rafael about this?
Okay, Rafael. I have a thought about American people. I would like to know if you maybe have heard if all American people are rich. Do you know about that?
Okay, I'm going to repeat your question. The stereotype that the people think that all Americans are rich.
Yeah.
Okay, it is not true because well, as you know, American people who has money are people who has some enterprises. There are maybe famous people, or maybe they have win the lottery. But we can find poor people in the United States, and not as poor like here in Colombia, because maybe they have the opportunity for working maybe some hours and earn some money to buy I don't know, some breakfast, some lunch. But as I said, it's not true that all Americans are rich.
Okay, Rafael, but have you heard that many people study English to go to live to the United States, for example?
Like the American dream, for example,
Yeah.
people say. Okay, well, I'm not for sure, but if we see some movies, that kind of people who goes there to accomplish the American dream, they are people who has to work a lot of time, maybe 12, 20 hours today, because they have to earn a lot of money, and maybe they don't have all the rights that a regular worker has. For example, social security, maybe all the papers they need to work. So they have to work uh, under I don't know how to say, illegally. So they have to work too much hours, and I think that is exploitation. I don't know if the word is good, teacher. Exploitation? No,
Maybe it will be better to use slavery or something like that.
slavery. Okay,
Hmm.
Slavery.
well, a kind of slavery event. But what is different from our country is the price for hour when you work, because a person who works in the United States, maybe I'm not for sure, but maybe $10 an hour. It's kind of a 30,000 pesos here in Colombia in 1 hour, and that's is what a normal worker here in Colombia earns in a day. So I think for the price, it's better to work there in the United States. But you win in dollars, you have to spend in dollars. So they have a very expensive life there. So we one thing comes to the other, I think.
Okay, Rafael. I just can say that you're right because this misconception comes from Americans powerful uh, about global economic around the world. And as a conclusion, as I said, you're right. There are millions of Americans living in poverty.
Very nice, excellent. That was very good. You actually gave a conclusion and everything, and you gave him a second question. So that was excellent. Very good, you too, Rafael. Very nice question, and very nice answer. Okay, you guys did very well. Think about now for the two of you. Think about the stereotypes in the schools of America. Have you seen in the movies that in America they have really strong stereotypes in the schools, different kinds. So think about that while the girls are speaking to me, okay? do a little some research, maybe if you want. And I'm going back with you in a few minutes just to talk about, to do another two questions about school stereotypes in the United States. Okay? Very good. Thank you. Alicia, Jessica, are you girls ready?
Hi, teacher.
Okay, so Alicia, you are going to start. You give one question to Jessica, and then Jessica answers and give you a question back. All right, Alicia?
Okay, teacher.
Excellent. Go.
Okay, Jessica, I want to ask you a question because first I want to tell you that several years ago when I was taking an English course, so my teacher she was sharing with us a personal experience that they have when she was living in the United States for a while. She said that in the United States, uh, people get fat faster because they love to eat junk food. She said that it is easier to find junk food maybe for about $1, and it's easy to find men who are fat. There are a lot of fat men. What do you think about that? Because maybe it's a stereotype because we only think that they only like to eat junk food. I would like to know your personal opinion.
Okay, Jessica, you can answer now. Go ahead.
Teacher, I don't understand.
Okay. Alicia, can you rephrase the question? Try to use different words and make it a little bit simple for Jessica. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Jessica. Uh, People think that in the United States, most people get fat faster because they only eat junk food. Junk food, maybe French fries, hamburger, hot dog. What do you think about that?
Um, let me see, entendí. Many people in United States are 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 junk food. No, are fat because they because I no because they haven't time haven't time.
They don't have time
Yes,
because they don't have time.
they do they
Have
don't
time.
have time. Um, they work they work mm, they work.
A lot. They work a lot.
Yes, teacher. O sea que ellos trabajan mucho tiempo.
Okay, they work long hours.
They work long hours and 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 ¿cómo se dice? Es un país.
Yeah. Okay, you can ask me, Jessica.
And teacher, what do you say? And eh, creo que es United States is a country power.
A powerful country. The United States is a powerful. powerful country.
Yes, teacher. No sé qué decir más. Creo que
Okay.
es por eso. Mm.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that the people is fat because United States is a powerful country. Okay, what do you think about that, Alicia?
Mm, oh, I don't know, teacher, because I think it's because the food is cheap, especially junk food. Because I've seen many TV programs where people say, "Oh, I'm going to show you how much junk food I can find with $1." And maybe they buy one piece of pizza or French fries or one hot dog, a big hot dog. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that it could be one of the main reasons.
Yeah, you're right. That's actually correct. Vegetables and fruits um are expensive back there, so people prefer to go with the fast food. All right, Alicia, I just wanted to correct one little thing. I know that you are sick, and maybe that's the reason why your voice doesn't sound that clear. But the word junk food, you are pronouncing it junk. So at the beginning, it wasn't very clear. I don't know if you were talking about, the age, but the correct pronunciation is junk. Junk food.
Junk food.
Junk food. Hmm. Exactly. All right, that was good. Excellent question. And yes, it is a stereotype, and it is a stereotype that is correct because that one is not very how do you say that? It's not very unreal. It's actually very real. Okay, Jessica, you have time to prepare your question. What is your question to Alicia?
Alicia, hi. The question is why most people, the others countries, um teen um teen people, uh, the United States are blonde, and I think have have uh, have they they have blue eyes.
Maybe are you
Oh, okay.
referring? Okay, yes, go ahead, Alicia. Go ahead.
Yes, I understand. Uh, I don't know, but I heard about that because when someone told us about an American person, we think that is the typical blonde with blue eyes color. But I think maybe it's because I don't know if it's because it's a cold country or I don't know exactly. I don't have a clear answer for your question, but maybe I think it's for the personal uh, I forgot the word, teacher. The rasgos físicos, physical.
Like the physical appearance?
Okay, the physical appearance of the people, but maybe it's not a true stereotype because if you see in the United States, you can find black people, and there are a lot of black people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Maybe you know what? Maybe I think Jessica is referring about the stupid blonde stereotype. There is a stereotype that says that blonde people is stupid. Like they are pretty outside, because they are blonde, but the blonde people, like Barbie, like Ken, they don't have much in their brains. There is actually a movie. There is a movie, Legally Blonde. Have you seen that movie?
yes, teacher.
So the movie is about that stereotype that blonde women or even blonde guys are not very smart. And that is a mistake stereotype, but it's a very strong stereotype in the United States. So what do you think about that? Do you think it's true or not?
Oh, yes, teacher. I think that, well, I don't know if true or not, but I think that people think about that because most blonde women just think about his appearance, her appearance, to be good, look beautiful, to be all the time at the hair salon, and maybe they not think to study or to do. That is the typical appearance that we see in the movie. That the girl
Mm-hmm.
only thinks in to be beautiful for guys, and maybe they are not. Um, how I forgot that word, estudiosas. They don't like to study or
To
to
be
spend
hard,
time. Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, be hard working studies, yeah,
Mm,
to study that much. Mm-hmm.
yes, they don't like to spend time studying. They think that is in fashion, or maybe it's for a geek person.
Yeah, very good.
Um,
That is another stereotype actually. And I hope the guys in a minute they're going to talk to us about school stereotypes because the geeks is a very strong stereotype. You know,
oh
the geek
yeah,
person.
teacher.
Excellent, Alicia. That was very good. Very, very good. All right. We're going to finish with the two questions from Rafael and Jonathan about school stereotypes in the United States. And that will be it for today. Okay, so girls, pay attention and let's see how the guys go. You are going to start, Rafael. Is that okay? Are you ready now?
Okay, teacher.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, Jonathan.
Tell me.
Don't worry, it's going to be an easy one.
Okay, thank you.
when when you were in school, do you think you belong to the popular people or nerd people?
Okay, nerd people or cool people?
Yeah, popular people or
Cool, cool. Okay,
cool
cool
people.
people.
Yes.
Okay.
Nerds or cool?
Uh, I was in the middle. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a
Sometimes
cool
cool and
student.
sometimes nerd.
Yeah, and sometimes nerds.
Okay.
At the finish of each year, all my students and I becomes nerd students because we need to 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 pass this year.
But the
No,
most of time you have been in which side? The nerd people or the cool people? Because okay, years of the 365 days, so you have to, I don't know, make an account. And okay, at the end of the year, I was with the popular people or with the nerd people.
I just have two choices. I belong to the nerd people. Yeah,
Okay, that's
I
good.
wasn't cool. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. In the movies, the nerds people sometimes get the worst part, but in the future, they are rich people, multimillionaire, and the popular people are married and have a lot of children. So it's a
With that,
good to
with
be
that
there, people.
finish, yeah, with that end, I would like to have been nerd people. Yeah, so that group, but I didn't. I never used glasses. I no those kind of things. Yeah, for
Okay,
that reason.
it's an stereotype that
Yeah,
nerd people who
now people
wear
uses as
glasses
glasses. They
and the
use
pants and the
brackets.
chest.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
um, something like that.
Okay, thank you very much, Jonathan.
No, thank you, Rafael. Hello, teacher.
Now, sure, you freeze.
Yeah, they are frozen.
Oh,
Hello, 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 girls.
The teacher is not here.
yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take this time to say to all of you, I talked with Francisco yesterday, and he is fine. He is in the hospital, and he's feeling much better. And they are still in some examinations, some check-ins. So he's fine, and he miss to all of you, and especially Alice.
Hi.
Alice is yes, Alice.
He lives in love.
You you made you made him crazy. Yeah. You so
Yeah.
Yeah, he lives in love with.
I'm going to okay. I have to see my schedule this week, and maybe if I got a little bit of time, I'm going to the military hospital and maybe have to visit him. So if any of you wants to send to a message or sending greetings, I'm going to. I will confirm you on WhatsApp chat.
Oh yeah.
Okay, of course.
Important because he needs to know that we missing him. You know.
Yeah, we
Uh,
he is kind of a man.
yes. Okay. Just that I wish you the best, and I hope that he have a good recuperation or recover care health. And I miss that he asked me for about my webcam.
yes.
I think that.
I don't know what happened with the teacher. I think the class is
Anybody has the chat, the WhatsApp chat?
okay.
I don't know. He she.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Teacher.
I'm back. I'm so sorry.
What happened, teacher?
I don't know what happened. You guys got frozen and I stopped hearing you and then boom, it disconnected. Like your connection, oh, whatever, and it stopped. I'm so sorry. You were having such a great conversation. And I was having fun listening to you. And then I miss it all. Okay, whatever. Okay, guys, I hope you have enjoyed it. Then you can tell me later what was it about? How did it finish? Okay, but we're gonna leave it up to here, all right, guys? Because it's 7:44. I don't want to take any more of your time, especially Alicia, who wants to. I bet she wants to go to sleep or rest. So we're gonna leave it right here. I had a homework for you for this week, but I'm going to send it to the Skype, all right? And I'm going to give you all the instructions on the Skype group in a few
Mm,
minutes.
yeah.
And so that will be it for today. Thank you so much. It was a great, great practice. We have a different exercises for next week. Remember, this is session number 12. We are very close to finish, so try not to miss the sessions. Try to be here. I know it's hard. I know you guys are tired for many things, but try to be here, okay? Try not to miss. And I will see you next Saturday. Yes? Okay. No long goodbyes for today. Don't worry. You just have to say goodbye and that's it. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great, great week, and I'll see you next Saturday. Okay?
Okay,
Okay,
Thank you.
teacher, thank you. See you.
thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank
Bye.
you,
God
See
bless
teacher.
you
you guys.
too.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Blessings.
teacher.
See you.
Goodbye.
Please
Goodbye,
check on the
peers.
Skype. Check on the Skype group so you can see the homework. All right?
Okay, teacher. Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Okay.
Bye, Jonathan. Bye, Alice.
Bye bye, Rafael. Bye
Bye.
bye,